Hola, mi nombre es Pablo Muñoz y esto es un pedacito de lo que es mi vida. I was born in El Paso, Texas, but lived all my life in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. And I did kindergarten in Mexico, but from that point on, from first grade all the way till high school, I crossed the border every day to go to school. Ciudad Juarez was the world's most dangerous city, and El Paso, Texas was the third most safest city in the U.S. There was a cartel dispute in Juarez, my city, between two very powerful cartels, and that shaped a lot of my life. You couldn't go out to the streets past 10. There was definitely a lot of violence. You would be at soccer practice, and all of a sudden you'd hear like just a machine gun go off, not even less than a kilometer away. And it was common for us to drop down, and it was a constant fear of who am I going to meet or what's going to happen, and am I going to be alive tomorrow? And living like that made me live my day to the fullest, made me take advantage of the day as much as I could, because I knew I was getting the privilege to have an education in the US, and I decided to take full advantage of that. I decided to continue my education after high school in the US here at St. John's, and I'm truly blessed with all the help I've received from relatives, from people, advice, the school itself, because I am here regardless of the reason why I'm here. I'm here right now, and I'm happy of what I've accomplished, and as stated before, I have no regrets, but everybody's shaped in a different way, and because everybody's shaped in a different way, everybody has their own different battles. As harsh as my life might have sounded, or somebody else might have lived through harder times, everybody has their own battle, and I'm able to understand that because of the difference in cultural experience that I received from living in an international region. And I'm able to walk through life knowing that the person next to me might not have struggled as hard or might not have seen the things I've seen, but they have their own battles, and it's a battle that they have to wake up with every single morning, right? Everybody wakes up with stress in their mind, and it's common. It's nothing wrong with it. We all process it differently, but knowing that makes you treat people and see people differently, and you just learn to love and respect everyone. You don't have to like people. All you do have to do is love them. In life, everybody goes through different phases. Everybody puts on different habits. And for me, my whole high school career was focused on soccer. I always wanted to play soccer. It's the reason I came to St. John's. I wanted to play for St. John's. That ended up not happening, but I'm truly happy it didn't, because one, I realized that I was always being stubborn and thinking I was really great, and apparently not. And two, it got me to explore other aspects of my life. So I know it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. One door closed and this other one opened, which I'm now very fond of and very passionate. So yes, it was never always a thing for me to be involved in photography, videography, or have a passion for movies, but it happened, and I'm happy it happened. The way I got into the whole artistic aspect of my life, because I feel we all have an artistic aspect, is I grew up in a family that has various different orientations. My brother always wanted to be an actor. My other brother always wanted to be a comedian. My uncle played the marimba, and he was like the world's #1 marimbaist. My dad sings. My mom has always been really cultured, and I feel like growing up in that environment made it always be in the back of my mind. But I never really found that out until I got to St. John's, until I got to college. Then it became a thing for me, and then I began practicing it, and since then, I mean, we're here now, right? In New York City is the fact I started to become known. I did this collaboration with Veneto Soberanes, in which I was just supposed to take pictures for New York Men's Fashion Week. And I ended up asking him if we could do a video, a short little clip just to put on Instagram. We ended up doing it, and it just went viral.
Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
After that video went viral, I started reaching out through every outlet that I could, putting my work out there, and I found this job through Craigslist, as sketchy as that might sound, but it was working for Bravo Media Incorporated, which is a production company, a media production company based in the city, which does really good for themselves. I had the opportunity to work with 2 Chainz, Amy Schumer, Netflix, Hulu, and other slightly smaller productions, but it was a foot in the door in terms of the production industry. Getting to know, I was working at Saks Fifth Avenue from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. setting up a production display. Done the same for YouTube Grammy Awards, and that really helped me to get a foot in the door in production and build up a resume. And from there, I applied to the BBC one day, and I heard back 2 weeks after that I was gonna be scheduled to come in for an interview. Went to the interview, got it. It was an internship, a 1-semester internship. Ended up staying for another semester. Guess they liked me. And now I'm about to finish that semester, and I've kind of come to the point in my life where it's what's going to be the next step. But the real question is, what am I doing now that's going to lead me to that next step? My background has definitely impacted the way I perceive life here in New York City, but it's no different from your average New Yorker. New York is such a cultured city, but I feel like being Mexican and being a US citizen, and throughout my past, like having crossed the border from the world's most dangerous city to one of the safest cities in the US, definitely makes you live a double life, and hence live like a double perspective. So while I'm seeing things through a lens and through one eye, like, it doesn't take me 2 seconds to see it again in another perspective. And as bipolar as that might sound, I feel like it's beneficial, because then I have 2 things to offer instead of 1, and that goes for everything I do. I look at it once and then I look at it twice, just to make sure that what I'm doing is truly representing myself and the work I want to display. Pues muchas gracias por escucharme y por poner atención. Si se aburrieron, ni modo, los quiero mucho, cuídense mucho, y pórtense mal. Adiós.